I don't know. This whole internet thing is a joke, dude. No, I'm still dropping frames. Still dropping frames, of course. Just annoying. Like, I don't get how I can pay over $100 a month for pretty shitty internet, all things considered. I don't even remember what we're doing. I was going somewhere. Can she not get into trouble for like 30 seconds? I thought it was another place to go. That's what I was aiming for, but now I can't remember what I was doing. By heading back to base, I guess. No, I was trying to get to the water, the ocean, right. Which I'm guessing is over that bridge, that hill. Why is this floating?
Oh, now I've lost my appetite.
You're the one killing them all. Don't even say that to me. Whatever, she can fight them. Do companions die? How much health does this have? Oh, it's armored. What happened to the coachman? I thought the coachman was... you keep up? Alright, I'm gonna go over that ridge. And if I can't see the water from there, I'm gonna go back to the ship. Man, these things get stronger the further out you are? Is that a thing? Don't engage. Watch when you get to like the base of it or right up almost to the top and it's gonna be like, you can't go this way, the edge of the map, blah blah blah. No, leave them alone. The NPCs in this game have been really getting on my nerves. Bosco trying to get inside me all the time. Everybody just getting trigger happy. Like, follow my directions. Only shoot if I'm shooting. This thing has like really fast rapid fire, but I have to keep clicking. It's not no auto. Oh, there's no auto. Oh, it clicks when I depress the mouse, and it clicks again when I release the mouse. Where even is it? I think it's tooltips. It's something about shooting 2 rounds at once. Plus 100% damage against robots. Lacerate randomly applies bleed. Random deals corrosive, radiation, poison, and incendiary. No, binary trigger. That's what it is. So the trigger depress and the trigger release. Both fire around. Nothing. Leave us alone, we'll leave you alone. Almost there. Doesn't even look like we've moved, to be honest. Oh, is it tied to this? Oh, I thought it was showing our actual location on the map. Well, shit. Maybe I've been running the wrong direction for nothing. Been running more north, I guess, than anything. Let it run away. I ran right into that, didn't I?
I'm glad you're handling the messy work.
Yeah. Handling the messes you're getting me into, that's right. Is that like a meteor or is that a rock? It's either a giant rock or a meteor. Excuse me. I can't believe they killed all those and didn't even loot them. That'd be a cool picture. Is there an up and down? Too bad we can't choose the time of day. Oh, there's far planes. Oh, fuck. No wonder I couldn't figure out how to focus that earlier. I spent a lot of time trying to focus it, and of course I fucked that up. Ooh, okay, hello. Yeah, it's not water, damn. Considering I've been climbing north, I bet you I climbed up right over here. Somewhere. This is north, so that way would be the water if that's the case. Alright. We'll go back.
Right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Well, between, what, 30 minutes ago and now, I was on the phone, the text with Optimum support about my internet. They can't figure it out. They want to send the tech over. Like, all right, great. Let me schedule a day off of work in order for someone to come tell me, yeah, it's not working right, or worse, yeah, it's working right. But knock on wood, it's been pretty stable since I started this stream again.
Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
No. That was my picture.
Anything I can help you with?
You'll
be scanned as you enter the city. Okay, no bounty.
Essentially, they were the same way. It always just send text out instead of trying to fix it on their end. Yeah, I don't even know if it's something that they have to fix on their end or if it's actually an issue that's nearby. It's likely some kind of noise on the line and all that, but like, it doesn't matter. Like last time, I had to have them out 3 times. The first guy said, "Oh, it's working fine." The second guy replaced one of the what do you call them? The connectors, the coaxial connectors on one of the cables, and said, "Oh, it's working fine." And I got charged $80 for that. And the third guy finally came and checked and said, "Oh, it's noise from down the block." And they came and fixed it, and it actually they came up in a truck and they went and they fixed the noise, and it worked great after that for the longest time. But they still tried to charge me $80 for the guy coming out to put a new end on my coaxial cable, even though I said that wasn't the issue, and it didn't solve the issue. And we proved it was out on the street because the tech said, "Yep, it's on the street," and they sent someone and they fixed it on the street, not inside. But they didn't care. They wanted to charge me $80 for a house call, and I emailed the VP of Customer Relations saying, like, this is how things operate. When we can prove that it wasn't in my house and the tech made a mistake, that I would still get charged $80. And they eventually dropped it, but it was just like, it was just crazy.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready.
I need you permission to deliver a terramorph tissue sample to Mars.
A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
No survivors. Things didn't go as advertised. The only one alive was a researcher who gave me the sample and a gene tag.
A gene tag? Let me see that.
What's going on, Dr. Nick?
Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens.
Oh, 100%. It was probably a 5-cent end for the coaxial cable, and he crimped it. And, you know, it's like, that's what I told him. It's like, I could have done that myself for less than $1 at, you know, price. It's crazy. It's crazy. Unplugging. Yeah. I don't know. And like I had it up on. I tweeted it, but I'll show you exactly what I was doing here. There it is.
That can't be it, right?
This is what their reading said. This is what Google said. I only care about the upload. I don't care about the download right now. You know, the download is fine. I don't need 300 down. I'm one person. But 0.65 megabits? 650 kilobits? Not even. Yeah, 650 kilobits. That's like nothing. That's nothing. Unfortunately, Verizon does not do Fios in my area. They only do DSL because Optimum doesn't do certain areas on Long Island, and Verizon doesn't do others. It's a fucking monopoly. What the heck is Xeno warfare?
In the run-up to the Colony War, the UC started a program with a singular goal. Find the deadliest, most terrifying aliens in the galaxy and have them fight on the side of the UC. Never saw any of the deployments myself, but the program was clearly enough of a success that when the war came to an end 20 years ago, both sides agreed to have the practice banned, at which point, I presume, this tribunal decided to cut Sanan loose.
So no, I can't get it here, unfortunately. It reset itself if the connection shut the bed. Only resetting itself would make it think the connection shut the bed. You get stuck in an endless... Oh my god. That's terrible. I can definitely afford Verizon. I mean, looking at what some people are paying here for a gig up and down is less than I'm paying Optimum for my 300 down, 20 up is what it's supposed to be. They're getting it like for $60, $50. Fucking Fios down 2 blocks over, but not me. Wait, can we even be helping this woman?
Notation says that Sanan already faced punishment for her actions during the war. dismissal from the UC military. And her sending you to me first makes me think she's actually trying to do this above board. Considering her history, reaching out to the UC probably wasn't the easiest decision, which means that must be a pretty important sample.
Hang on, I want to check. I'm gonna check again. Yeah. Yeah, this is so bad. Hang on a second. This is the FiOS map. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. This is the FiOS map for my area. Guess who lives like right here? Oh, it's so bad. It's terrible.
Your time.
It's terrible. One of my coworkers lives right around here. He moved and had, like I said, like $60 for like a gig up and a gig down. Nuts. I'm so mad. I gotta find a place to live over here, I guess. Xeno Warfare doesn't sound good.
I'm sure she doesn't list it at the top of her resume. But considering her service record and her area of expertise, I'm not seeing a reason to think this request is anything other than genuine. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special?
She's not sure what it means. She wants Dr. Walker on Mars to analyze it. She's afraid there could be more attacks like the one that wiped out the people of Ceti.
She thinks there could be more of these?
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Almost surrounded.
This is one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. But if Hadrian Sanon thinks this sample needs to get to Mars, then we're gonna make sure it gets to Mars. I'll take care of the clearances and ensure you get your credits. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out.
Great, thank you. Vanguard pilots get spacesuit, space helmet added. Skip capacity boost pack. What does that mean? Does that mean I boost more? Doesn't feel that much more. Maybe it's refilling faster. Or am I staying on the... Yeah, I'm staying on the...
Ah, Captain. Congratulations.
But yeah, that's just annoying that... Of course, I can't get it, and... I don't know, moving is such a pain in the ass. I hate it. I never understood why my ex was unhappy that she moved like 3 or 4 times in the course of 5 or 6 years. But now I get it. I've almost done the same, and it's just like not happy.
Your file says you have...
Hey, what can I do for you? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
My ship needs some repairs.
Nothing for us to do. You're in good flying condition.
Oh, okay. By the moment I move, they'll expand the current area. Maybe. I don't know. What do you have for sale?
I'm sure you can find something you like.
I have 94,000 credits. And how much does ships cost? Oh, it's 54. .5 crew capacity.
Sure, have at it.
Alright, this is what I wanted to add stuff last time. Upgrade ship. Oh, I see. Dragon 221p milliwatt pulse laser. Hmm. Alright, we'll add some extra stuff to that. And then achievement unlocked to modify a ship. Yeah, okay. I wanted to add one warning. Add right. This is the one where you can only put it in certain areas. I wish it would not move it back to the center. I can't see it when it's in the center. That way I can put it underneath, I guess, right? I don't get why they're all 90-degree angles to everything. This is a shield generator. This is gas tanks, missiles, cannon, electron beam, electron beam. Oh, it's just so crazy. I don't want to place it there. I want to move it. How do I flip it? I don't get it. This is so fucking convoluted. I want to build one of these, right? I want to flip it. Is there no option to flip it? No. You can't do that anyway. Another laser on there. I can. Ooh. So what happens if I do that? What errors do I have? How do I check my errors though? Flight check. C. Ship contains modules that exceed reactor class. Okay, you can have more than 3 different weapons apparently. PB-30 Electron. I have more of the same. I don't have any storage. Ship's too heavy to grav jump. Well. Yeah, I could see why you might want to restart and do a ship from scratch. Alright, I mean, it's going to make me heavier, but...
Greetings, Captain.
Might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
Oh, excuse me for one moment. There is something I need to do. One of the places that I get keys from is now accepting key requests for Payday 3. And you better bet I'm going to be the first sucker asking for that. Alright, there we go. One of the other sites I get keys from, like, won't approve my request for Payday 3 because I have been having, like, not great viewership lately. Which I get, but at the same time, like, of all the games I've played a lot of, it's Factorio and Payday 2. It is on Game Pass. Unfortunately, my Windows Store is broken on this machine. I have to reformat. So, like, anything that goes through Windows Store, Game Pass, or anything like that, I can't do. It just doesn't work. And don't get me wrong, I'm overdue for a reformat.
Today, so I'd ask you to keep haggling to a minimum.
Let's trade.
Oh. Well, why didn't you say so?
That's not what I intended to do, but let's see what you have to trade. Aluminum, fiber, and nutrient. Oops, I still want aluminum. I should have kept that. Oh, I didn't have any. So yeah, I could reformat it on Game Pass. I could also just buy it. It's not like I don't have money. I could
United
have some.
Colonies space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. Welcome to Mars. You are cleared to land at Sidonia.
Back in Sidonia. Ah, I cherish these visits to the forgotten corners of the United Colonies.
How are there footprints in metal? Or is this supposed to be concrete? These are supposed to be metal between them, no?
Building Sidonia completely underground. From the harsh Martian landscape. If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them clean. I hate filing litter reports.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass.
I swear that warning klaxon still startles me.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Ooh. Captain Gearmatic, Vanguard. I need Percival Walker's help investigating a troubling discovery.
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
You don't sound particularly interested in finding him.
That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary
why are we
that
so
we have
zoomed
to
in?
help them?
I'll see what I could do. How much does he owe?
Why? Feeling charitable? I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest it's accrued, I believe it's something substantial. So if you were able to find him and convince him to clear his accounts, you would have our honest gratitude.
I'll see what I can do. Just tell me where he was last seen.
Oh, I can't believe you're helping them. What
Get
a
outta here.
stupid waste of time.
Wonderful. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
Where is she? Is she upstairs? Yeah, we were zooming the camera all the way around the corner to upstairs to see her. This game sometimes.
Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way...
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for Devil's vets and their kin.
Hadron Silence sent me. I'm looking for a man named Walker.
Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some stray wants with Walker?
I can't talk to
Not
them. There we
every day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker?
I'm on official Vanguard business. I need him to look at something.
Is that so? Well, Captain, then you should have no problem answering a few simple questions about the Vanguard, right? Like knowing, for example, what Supra et Ultra means. You remember? Your Vanguard motto?
Over and above, right?
That's what I thought.
Shit.
You're full of it. Sorry, can't help you.
You can drop the act. We simply need a moment of his time.
You can spare us the performative stonewalling. We simply need a moment of his time, and you needn't hear from us ever again.
And you're someone I should trust, huh? Why?
I'm UC military. Retired. Can give you my gene tag code too if you'd like.
Not necessary. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always
No one's told me what
inclined
this
to
debt
help a
is, though.
friend.
You and Percival both Red Devils. Can you tell me a bit about them?
Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough, reliable. It's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC xeno-weapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the Devils, and didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the Colony War ended and the armistice came down, everything associated with xeno-weapons got shelved, Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory.
You worked with xeno-weapons?
Me? Nah. Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it. Before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. Can understand why they banned them. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement.
How would you suggest about clearing Percival's name?
Well, most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Making that adjustment would be illegal. I don't think this is a road we should travel.
And, one soldier to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. Yeah?
I'll see if I get rid of the debt.
And I look forward to hearing the good news.
Psst, hey, you. Maybe Vanguard. Come here. Heard you talking with Lou. So you're going to help Dr. Walker?
Why? Do you know where I can find him?
Oh, no. I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right?
I'm gonna try to.
Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
Projects? You guys making chems or something?
No. Well, yes, but the medical kind.
Yeah.
I'd help him make whatever the city was running low on that month, and we'd sell it to the miners for cheap. But the trade authority got wind and wanted their cut. And then some.
Aqueous hematite, what's that?
It's mostly iron in about 3 centuries of human water runoff, though only Percival would be able to tell you all the trace elements and whatnot. But it builds up around human settlements, and something about the Martian soil changes it, makes it into something new. And we think we found a use for it.
Presume there's a reason you haven't already handed it over.
Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Oh dear. I believe I see where this is leading.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
What are spacers?
A bunch of parasites and cutthroats. They're folks from the fringes of space, willing to put down anyone who tries to move in on what they've decided is theirs, even when it ain't. Strange this group would pick Mars as a new home. Sure, we're not downtown New Atlantis, but there are places where they'd be bothered less than here. My guess is the authority tipped them off when they heard we were working down there, and cut off what they thought was the competition, you know?
What happened to the jobs on Mars?
Biggest employer on Mars has always been Deimos Star Yards. After the Colony War, armistice meant they needed a lot fewer warships. Fewer ships meant fewer minerals. That meant a lot of folks scrounging for work around here.
Awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure, I'll help.
Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
All right.
Please keep prolonged showers of other water use to a minimum. Do your part to preserve our precious resources. Thank you from the Civilian Department of Public Works.
I'll pick option 3.
It's been a while since
What?
we had a chance to catch up.
Talking to me?
Crime's at an all-time low around Civilian.
All right. Is this the same place I cleared out that one time? Yes. Alright, so this location we had cleared out a while ago. There was a bunch of locked doors and locked safes. I also wonder if the whatchamacallit repopulated the raiders. Doesn't look like it. This place had a ton of locks. Like I said, a ton of safes I couldn't open. Yeah, actually, the tooltip said to talk to them on their comms. Oh, she finally wore those. Outfit I gave her. Not to clear out the leader, so I think I already did maybe clear out the leader.
These access stairs lead deeper into the mines. I hope we remember the way back to the surface. My goodness, what an impressive sight.
Yeah, that's a master lock. Damn it. I was hoping I'd be able to... I don't even have a level up to do it either. I still need to pick 2 regular locks. Alright, well.
Oh, I doubt very much we can survive at this low of a temperature. This must lead to the miners' living quarters. I can't imagine having to live almost every waking moment underground.
I even hit this intercom last time I was down there.
The spacers, huh? Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
Ares 2330. Master, damn it.
All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the Thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
Maybe I already have the key. I think I did. Or do have the key. Oh, nope. It's just chilling on top. Well, good to know we already basically completed that mission. Why does it want me to go back down? Does it really think this is faster than going the other way? Oh, they're so close. There's a little gap here. Whatever, it's easy enough. This new boost pack is great. It's leading me back to where it was, isn't it? No, it's not. We can fast travel. We're not over encumbered.
After you, Captain.
wonder if that countdown actually resets. A and B, if they really have somebody emulate getting hurt. Or B getting hurt.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level.
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that?
No. I could give it a whirl, I guess.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
All right.
There's nothing like seeing.
Like the speedrun. I can't use this.
Was there something else?
I have a business proposal for you. How much does he owe?
I don't recall the exact figure. If you're feeling chip.
I have a business proposal for you, a lucrative one.
I'm never one to turn away an opportunity. But I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Chem made from aqueous hematite. I call it pick-me-up.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do?
Makes your miners more efficient. I've got the data here to prove it.
An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard.
I've already cleared them out. It wouldn't cost you a credit to get started.
Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials, the licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
I want credits, mounds. No, I want you to clear his debt.
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped.
Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the authority. A perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
Also, 1,300 credits ain't. That's nothing.
Department of Labor would like to remind you that working too much overtime is harmful to your health. And any injuries or mistakes you incur while suffering the effects of overwork or exhaustion can also harm your company's bottom line.
Yeah?
I took care of Percival's debt at the Trade Authority.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there, but it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Alright, time to go. Back out to the mines. Can I fast travel to the mines? Not while jumping or falling. Okay, well. Oh, I can. Okay, awesome. I wish I had known that on the way there earlier. That would have been nice. This was the key that I was trying to get last time that I thought was locked behind a master lock. A lot of wire down here, holy cow. Wow. That's a big hole.
Well, this explains why the miners ceased drilling. Someone must have missed this natural cavern on the geological survey. Shame. Nothing even remotely useful down there.
drilling rig. Star Roamer space helmet. Oh, that's not even a wieldable item. I thought it would be like an alternate to the laser, but it's not. It's just a big, heavy machine. Not worth having in my inventory. Very Fallout sounding. I mean, it is the same composer.
Massive structure in this cavern must have been quite a feat. I suppose it was a bit like building a ship in a bottle.
Microbiological laboratory. Nothing down here? Nobody dropped like a gun or something while they were, you know, walking around up there? Like a really high-powered, nice weapon. Probably faster than climbing up the walls. I said this last time too, but this music sounds like Leia's theme from Star Wars a little bit. I think it's Leia's theme.
So you must be the one who got me out of the red with the Trade Authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor.
No.
Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
I'm here to make delivery for an old colleague of yours, Hadron Sanan.
Adrian sent you.
Adrian.
Did she look okay?
You consider yourself getting gored by Terramorph as living okay, then yeah. No. She was alive but injured, trying to collect this delivery I've got for you.
Sounds like Adrian. Watch that woman lose a digit trying to get a better tissue sample. What? You can reattach a finger, Percy? So what exactly did she have you bring me?
Terramorph cells from a world too young to have one.
Hadrian said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Photography is prohibited. It's okay, I'm streaming, not photographing. Holy cow, he changed so fast. Rivets. An empty helmet display. Laser cartridges I'll take. The Comet. While W.E.B. Du Bois is famous as a writer, civil rights activist, and sociologist, among other things, it is not widely known that he also penned the science fiction short story. The following is an excerpt from The Comet, written in 1920. Low on the horizon lay a long white star mystic, wonderful, and from it felled upward to the pole, like some wan bridal veil, a pale wide sheet of flame that lightened all the world and dimmed the stars. In fascinated silence, the man gazed the heavens and dropped his rockets to the floor. Memories of memories stirred to life in the dead recesses of his mind. The shackles seemed to rattle and fall from his soul. Up from the crass and crushing and cringing of his cast leaped the lonely majesty of kings long dead. He arose within the shadows, tall, straight, and stern, with power in his eyes and ghostly scepters hovering to his grasp.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here, and I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days.
Yeah. He's busy, okay. He's still busy.
All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we?
All right. Just get those cellular markers tagged.
Wait. Where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me?
Really,
Because
I
if you
collected
told me
it.
this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Sample's not fake. Fake. I collected it from the Terramorph myself.
Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
Hadrian mentioned it. It sounds like quite a tragedy.
It was. An entire city wiped off the map. The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any Terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-Terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
Where is she?
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
Orders her to take you and that analysis to Hadrian. She should be working at the 6th Circle. But you said the Londinian attack was massive, right? Why is one odd Terramorph so scary?
Because until now, the Terramorphs that wiped out Londinian had the good sense to stay put. What happened there? It was a tragedy, but at least it was contained. So to find evidence for a similar attack on a different world, well, we don't have enough information to know precisely what this means. But I doubt it's good. So I'd love to know what it is you're planning from here.
Orders to take you to Hadrian at the 6th Circle.
The Circle, huh?
Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Red Devil's HQ key. Oops. Can I look around for a little bit, or? I don't know. I guess one thing that I'm a little disappointed in is that at least in Fallout 4, some of these objects, like, you know, this thermos might have like ceramic or metal or whatever, and you can use that for crafting. Not the case in this game. So that means every like weapon or aid item that's just like an item doesn't have any real reason to collect it except to sell it, which kind of makes it pretty much useless. It's not like you sell it for a large amount of money either. It's pretty minuscule. Even something as simple as duct tape, which used to be adhesive in the old game in Fallout 4, is not adhesive now. Vanguard Space Tactics 2. Ship missiles permanently deal 5% more damage. Nice. Canteen, cool. However, I don't think it does anything. It's just money to sell, I guess. You've been living down here for 3 years and you can't do your own dishes, dude? Nothing explicitly crazy out here.
Oh, the fact that the UC was entertaining the notion of xeno-warfare angers me to the core.
Red Devil's headquarters. Wow, alright. Just a bunch of places that we didn't get to explore. Can I fast travel?
You look hurt. Might want to head on over to the line.
Is that really her? Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hatchling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
I'm just gonna wait. Not a lot of folks would have stuck their necks out for a stranger like that.
The Red Devils aren't exactly your average bar crowd. You can see it in their eyes.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
Too much trouble is exactly how I'd describe the experience I just had. Oof. A little more gunfire than I'd like. I don't think I shot my gun even once. Usually I like my delivery jobs. There's no walk in the park.
And I'm sorry about that. I'm just glad you both came through it intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn
Go on, Brad. How you doing?
So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Ceti with both of us.
Well, you need someone to charm the higher-ups on your guy. It doesn't sound like any run-of-the-mill data you're after. I think you owe me an explanation. A cabinet, what's that? What's this Armistice Archives? And what's it have to do with the Freestar Collective and House Varun? What's the cabinet?
The cabinet's the UC's highest governing body. The president, top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads. Any major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only real chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind.
What's the archives?
Well, when the Colony War came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that.
Doesn't sound like any run-of-the-mill data you're after. I'll take that explanation now.
Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
The place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
Then what does this make you two? The UC is going to throw me in prison for helping you. I was wondering if you ever going to share that nugget with me. Still doesn't explain what this Terramorph data is doing in the archives.
Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
What part of the game are we on? I joined the UC Vanguards, and they gave me a probationary mission to go check on a satellite relay being installed. And when we did that, we got attacked by a terramorph, which came from a place where it shouldn't have been able to and grew a lot faster than it should have been able to. So we got the sample tested, and now we're gonna go appeal to the cabinet, I guess, to say we need more info from the archives. Why wouldn't the cabinet agree to help us?
I mean, I hope they will, given the evidence we've acquired. But getting the Freestar Collective and House Varun on our side, that won't be easy.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board.
Alright, let's talk to the cabinet.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
He's not coming with me? I don't know how you're supposed to choose a skill from here with the keyboard. I guess you don't. I need one more lock to pick. Alright, I'm gonna bank that.
Strive to mine resources in and around Sidonia. It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized items to Sidonia security.
I've just kind of been doing whatever quest seems interesting to start, to be honest.
How can I be of service, Captain?
You can be on services by getting on the ship, dude.
Word and we'll get underway.
Why do you sound like you were over the radio? I think she always has the helmet equipped, and they just in the suit equipped, and they just like toggle the visibility on and off. Do a little bit more and then I'll be done for today. location here.
So I dust less spacious. Then I realized,
Captain! Over here!
She jumped in after me.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Doesn't sound like they succeeded in securing that legacy. This Ve Victus must have been an impressive commander for the UC to want to clone him. You're a clone of a man. How's that work? Are there others in your program still out there? Other clones?
I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it. A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
This Ve Victus must have been an impressive commander for the UC to want to clone him.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man
Those sound like
caused
people
a
from New
lot of
Vegas,
death
you're right.
on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
You're not your father. The captain doesn't see that as their problem. Not sure I can blame them. This family of yours doesn't sound like they were paragons of virtue. He's me to distract them. I thought, what did your father do to Merrick getting executed?
He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the Colony War to an ugly end for the UC. But he's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him.
Well, you're not your father.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Your eyes, they're red. Is that the result of the cloning process, or you just been smoking?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
What are the risks of us accessing this data?
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Ooh, any suggestions of what I should say to the cabinet? Why am I talking?
Thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
You want to tell me any more about your father?
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy, perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
No more questions.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
I think that's going to be all I do today. So.
Here we go.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Sorry my internet kept crapping out on me. A real pain in the butt. In fact, let's take a look. We go find the Twitch inspector here. Yeah, it doesn't look great. A bunch of drops, but compare that to earlier when my internet completely broke. Just doing better, but oh well. All right. I am going to hopefully have some time tomorrow to play this after physical therapy, or maybe a different game. I'm not sure. Probably more of this. I don't know. I want to play more of this, but I also wonder if everyone's getting Starfield fatigue. So, oh well. You guys have a good night, and I'll catch you later. Hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I know that some of the VODs can get a little bit long, so I do appreciate you sticking around. I'd like to ask real quick if you have a friend or someone close to you who you think would like a clip or a portion or even the whole stream, please feel free to reach out to them and share this with them. I'm always looking for more respectful people to come hang out and have some fun. If you've already done that or want to help me out some other way, feel free to check out the video description for some other ways you can help support me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.